Hello everyone, it's been quite a while. As you can see, I have a little new thing. Look, you can see me, my logo. That is not really me. And then you can see this the audio visualizer around it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, recently I decided that I should graduate from using code blocks. And you know I graduated to? Well, you probably didn't guess it. It's Microsoft Visual Studio. Not to be confused with Microsoft's Visual Studio Code. And I've moved on from C to C++. That's right. Who would have thought? What a jump that was. Now, I wanted to show you guys a new little program I made with almost zero help from the AI. Of course, AI is such a great tool, and it's helped me learn so much. And you can see the program right here. And this program is pretty cool. It's about 200 lines. So it's not very much, considering some of the projects I've made before, whereas like 600 lines, I didn't need to make it 600 lines, but you know, I think we've all been there. Now, I could just explain the program to you, but I thought it'd be cooler just to show you the program first, and boom, here it is. That's right, I made a really, really cool version of Pong. Or a worse version of Pong, actually, or about the same. I don't know. It's interesting. One of my favorite parts about this project was learning the Windows API. Reading the documentation for Microsoft is very helpful. Who would have thought, right? And when I was reading the API documentation, I saw some funny things like this section right here explaining how this doesn't actually that things are in here like this. They don't actually need to be there anymore. And I was like, wow, that's from 16-bit Windows. What year is this? But aside from going off on that tangent, the game isn't actually beatable in the very first version I made. I had to change a few things, such as making the ball move faster the more bounces. So every time it bounces, it gets a little bit faster. And without the ball getting faster, you would never be able to beat the AI. That's because the AI is just tracking the Y movement. I could have slowed down the paddles and made the AI more predictive, as opposed to just tracking the Y value of the ball. However, I'm too lazy to do that, alright? I already took 3 hours, 4 hours, I don't remember. I lost track. I lost track of how long it took me. And so I was already like, it's almost done, why not, right? Some cool features are that the window is able to resize and everything, you know, moves around. That's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. This actual scale of the objects don't change, though. And they don't need to. Why bother, right? You can track the score. But yeah, I think this was a pretty cool project. Other news, since I've recently graduated, so I decided it's time to get a third degree, and I decided that, you know, I think it's finally time to become a computer science major. And so now there's no excuse in my future programs. So every time you see something that looks kind of dumb or unnecessary, so you can make fun of me all you want. But this was a really cool project, learning the Windows API and such. Another project I did that I haven't shown anyone because I thought, oh my god, it was something, and I relied on the AI quite a bit to get it done, but it works worse than most. It's an audio visualizer, and you can see a little clip of it working right here. I'm blotting out the song because obviously, you know, copyright reasons, and I'm not trying to get in trouble with anyone. But yeah, I thank you guys. This is pretty cool.